press record. Whoops, I don't know if thank you, Francis. Hang on 1 second here. Okay. All right. So we are recording the class just to let everybody know. So anyway, like I was saying, though, a lot of different issues. If I happen to talk about something that maybe is your issue, we can talk about it privately later on. Because I know some of these things are private matters, and we don't necessarily want everybody to know all of our health information. So anyway, these are some issues. Blood pressure and diabetes are probably two of the largest issues that plague people in society. So many people have high blood pressure, and they rely on medication. The medications cause all kinds of side effects, whether it's heart palpitations, whether it's headaches, whether it's tiredness. There's all kinds of side effects to the medications that we take for our different health issues. And so we want to talk about some natural ways and just how we can be empowered, through natural solutions. So we want to talk about some of these issues. Obesity. And, one thing that I found with obesity is it really doesn't take a whole lot outside of what you're supposed to weigh for you to be labeled clinically obese, right? And so, but that's an issue, right? Especially as we get older, and especially women. We got all these hormones going all over the place, and especially if we're perimenopausal or actually in menopause, we've got more of a proclivity to deal with obesity. And so one of the things that I found is it's so easy to gain the weight, but it's really hard to lose it, right? And I think probably everybody on this call will agree with me there. It's easy to gain, it's hard to lose. And so it doesn't take very long for you to actually find yourself in these places where you don't want to be, right? The beautiful part and the reason why I do these classes is I like to show, or one of the reasons why I do these classes is I want to show people is that there is hope. There is hope for a better tomorrow, right? We understand that we're in a fight. We understand that, that the flesh is, it's dying every day. Totally understand with that. But we don't have to just allow ourselves to just go and be in pain and, because it actually hurts ourselves in so many other ways. A lot of people deal with migraines. That was my issue. I don't deal with migraines anymore, and I'm very thankful for that. And I'm going to talk about one of the ways that I was able to alleviate my migraine issues. All right, so and if I go a little fast, understand that this class is going to be recorded. It's going to be put on onto YouTube. All you have to do is just go to YouTube, type in my name, and I will upload this class onto YouTube shortly after we finish the class. IBS. IBS is huge. There are so many people that have IBS. There are so many people that have Crohn's disease. There are so many people that have maybe diverticulitis. Or leaky gut. There's all of these digestive issues that there are remedies for these things. All right. We don't have to take all of the prescription medications and things like that. We can actually work on these issues in a very natural way. Heart disease, cancer, COPD, stroke, Alzheimer's, and of course, again, like I say, diabetes, chronic kidney disease. All right. So there's all of these issues that plague so many people every single day. They keep you from doing what you want to do. They keep you at home. They keep you, you can't enjoy your grandkids. There's all of these things that, that come as a result of these different conditions. And so I'll go back to where we started. What's your problem? What is your problem? Okay, I shared with you what mine was, and mine was the migraines. And I also had a heart condition that, doesn't seem to bother me anymore. But, we all have problems, right? What's your problem? So one of the things that I was thinking with our health concerns is that managing our health sometimes can feel as though we're playing that game of Tetris. Now, if anybody's ever played that game before, I don't remember the last time I ever played this game, but I remember it was very intriguing to me because what you're trying to do is you're trying to fit these pieces, to make this grid before the new ones come down, right? And so sometimes when you're trying to fit your health conditions into your life, the longer you play that game and the longer you live your life, the faster those conditions begin to come. And the more you can feel overwhelmed and out of control, just like that game of Tetris. Those blocks start coming down faster and faster, and you got to put them in their proper places faster and faster. So oftentimes managing health as we age or the longer we play can seem very overwhelming. Now, if you're going to ask your doctor for advice on that, what is he going to say? He's going to say, take these prescriptions and see how they work for you. And a lot of times he might say, oh, here's some new prescriptions. Try these and I'll see you next month, right? I have a really close friend. She battles with high blood pressure. And so her doctor gave her, these high blood pressure pills, and she hated them because she hated the way that they made her feel. So maybe they were taking care of one problem, but they were causing another problem. And so she stopped taking them. So she went back to the doctor and he did just what I'm saying. Okay, well, try this prescription, right? And so she's going to try this and see how this works, right? And that's exactly what it is you feel as though a dog chasing your tail, right? You're going around and around and around, and you can never get your desired result. You can never actually catch the tail because you're constantly chasing and you're going around. And so that's oftentimes what pharmaceuticals, how we feel like, was we're on that treadmill. And so here's the face that you make when your doctor says, let's try this new medication. You're like, oh, really? Like the last 5 of them didn't work and you expect this one to work, right? I just thought it was kind of cute. So rather than this, all of this, this menagerie of pills, blue pills, yellow pills, red pills, high blood pressure, heart, diabetes, migraine, IBS, all of these issues and things that we deal with, rather than taking all of these pills, why don't we just try with supplementation? Now, when I was younger, I was, skeptical of vitamins because, of course, you hear, you take it and then, it just comes right out, and it doesn't really even do anything. And there are plenty of supplements that you might buy from the store. It's a compressed pill, and it takes so much work for your stomach and for your gastrointestinal system to actually break apart that pill and digest that pill and metabolize that pill. And so there's a lot of that pill that literally just comes out. And so basically you're wasting money. You might get some of the benefits, but are you getting all of the benefits? Beautiful thing about this lifelong vitality system is it's whole food supplements. You can literally open up the pill and pour out, and it's all of these whole foods. And we're going to talk to you, or I'm going to talk to you about that in just one moment. But I love this slide because prevention is way better than the cure. Once you have a condition, once you have a diagnosis, okay, whether it's high blood pressure, whether it's diabetes, whether it's, maybe heart failure or, IBS, whatever it might be, why don't we try to prevent ourselves from getting these things than to have to put all of the effort into the cure? Because it's a lot harder to cure than it is to prevent. And I think everybody, understands what I'm talking about with that. So what are the prevention mechanisms? For one, the most important thing is that old adage that your mom used to always tell you is that you are what you eat, right? eat healthy. That is the most important thing we can do. And I'm on a challenge, you know, to eat healthy. And I will say it, you know, it is difficult. It is an increasingly difficult challenge and endeavor to eat healthy, right? It means you prepare more of your foods. It means you need to say no to a lot of the foods. I was at my daughter's house on Wednesday evening, and they had a big spread of food. And I had, you know, my daughter asked me to bring some cornbread casserole. And I love cornbread casserole. It's delicious. But I didn't eat it. And I didn't eat anything that was there, because everything that was there was prepared with, you know, the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows on top and just all these yummy foods that I would love to eat. But I had to say no. And so I brought my own. And I was still able to enjoy. You know, I had a beautiful day. I enjoyed it very much. But, you know, I just had to be in control with what I was eating. And so it's easier said than done. I totally understand, but it is doable. And there are those times where, you know, you can make those cheats. But right now, you know, I'm trying to not cheat. And so, you know, I'm 15 pounds lighter than I was a couple weeks ago, and I want to keep on going with that. So, all right, the second thing, and the thing that I do, well, I'm sorry, the thing that I don't do is I don't exercise like I should. If I could fit this one component in, is to exercise more. And so I think once you know, I've got a big exam that I'm studying for. I know once that exam is over, I'm going to have, you know, a few hours in my day that, you know, I'll be able to, you know, to do more. And I need to remind myself of this, because a week from Monday will be the day of my exam. So then I'll be able to exercise more. But exercise is very important. It's important to get that body moving, right? What's that saying? A body in motion stays in motion. A body at rest stays at rest, right? So get yourself moving. And supplementation, very, very important. All right. And so we're going to talk a little about the supplementation in just a minute, but sleep. Now, isn't that a beautiful, what a cute little dog, right? He knows what's important, right? He's getting a good night's sleep, right? So sleep is very, very important. The better you can sleep, the better quality of sleep that you can get is better for your body. And so here is some tools that can be used for those that have a hard time sleeping. As we age, we have got a gland. It's located in the back. The back, it's in the cerebellum, and it's called the pineal gland. And what happens with this pineal gland, or what can happen to this pineal gland as we age, is it begins to atrophy. And that's why a lot of times you find, you know, older people, they're not sleeping as much, they wake up early and things like that. You have a harder time sleeping restfully as you get older. There are supplements and things, and I know a lot of people, they take melatonin, but this is something else that can be tried. Not to mention the fact that this Serenity smells unbelievably wonderful. You can actually take even the Restful complex. It's what it is. It's a soft gel. And excuse me, for some reason my eyes are just a little sensitive to this light that's coming in through my window. Maybe if I could readjust these blinds. We'll see if that's a little better. But anyway, there's also the Serenity soft gels that also can be taken, that are just so helpful, just for promoting a restful sleep. And I'm going to have to turn these the other way. I think that's a little better. Anyway, so this is definitely something to have in your toolkit if you have a hard time sleeping at night. And so just a little bit of information about that Serenity. You can diffuse it at night. You can diffuse it for your baby as well, putting it on the bottoms of the feet, putting a drop on the bedding or on the pillow. It's, you know, it's an absolutely wonderful, you know, way that you can actually encourage sleep. It's got some beautiful oils in it, such as ylang ylang, Roman chamomile, lavender, vetiver, hoe wood, Hawaiian sandalwood, marjoram, cedarwood, and vanilla absolute. It smells wonderful. So it's definitely a way that you could help yourself to drift off and get quality sleep. All right. So back to the supplements now. I've been taking these supplements and it's 3 of them. It's the XE Omega, it's the Microplex VMZ, and it's the Alpha CRS. All right. Now, I've been taking all 3 of these supplements on a regular basis for, I want to say, about 4 years now. And at the time that I began taking these supplements, I was suffering with debilitating migraines. The type of migraines that put you in bed. The only thing that you can do is get up, to go to the bathroom, to get sick, to go back to the bed. I couldn't look at anything. I couldn't smell anything. If I did, it would aggravate it even more. And they were terrible. And I was getting them regularly, like every other week. I mean, and you're talking about an entire day that's wasted. One day that's wasted on getting sick, right? And then the next day, I felt that migraine hangover all day long. Well, when I started taking these supplements, these 3 that I just showed you, the XE Omega, the Alpha CRS, and the VMZ, the vitamin supplement. When I started taking those 3 supplements, very quickly, my migraines were alleviated. And to the point where I just don't get them anymore. I mean, I might have gotten 1 or maybe 2 in you know, the 4 years that I've been taking these supplements. And I don't even think it might be 1, but even if it was 1, it wasn't to the extent of the others. But anyway, all I'm saying is that my migraines have been alleviated almost 100%. And I attribute it to the XE Omega, to the Microplex VMZ, and to the Alpha CRX. So the XE Omega, what it is, it's an omega complex. It gives you the omega-3s, the omega-6s, and the omega-9s. And it is a very powerful combination of essential oils, marine and land source omega fatty acids, and it's wonderful. And some of the essential oils that's in here are just absolutely wonderful. Here's the key ingredients and the benefits: healthy cardiovascular, healthy joint function, healthy lipid oxidation. Now, lipids are fats, which is very, very important that those lipids can be oxidized. Very important. You don't want a lot of fatty chains going on, because all that is that's fat storage. You don't want that, right? If they promote healthy skin, and very important, modulated nutrients for a healthy immune system. Very important, especially in the environment that we're in today. Not only the COVID, but also just the simple fact that viruses are with us and they will always be with us. And so, excuse me, the stronger your immune system is, the better you are at fighting viruses, as well as bacteria, as well as yeast, as well as fungi. Microplex VMZ, wonderful, wonderful supplement. So I take this, and I started taking this. I used to only take this once a day. Now I take it twice a day. I'm doubling. We're not doubling, but I'm going to begin to take what is the normal dosage, just to see if it would do even more for me. So anyway, it's a food nutrient complex. And one of the neat things about it is it literally is bioavailable vitamins and minerals. It's whole food. Okay, and so you're going to get all your vitamins A, C, E, calcium, magnesium, zinc, all of your B vitamins, also that tummy tamer botanical blend, all right, which is the peppermint and the ginger and So it provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals, supports a healthy metabolism, cellular energy, fights your free radicals, which is very important because free radicals is what causes aging. And who on this call wants to age? Is there anybody who wants to age? Not me. I don't want to age. Anyway, supports good bone health, which especially for women as we age, we can go into osteopenia, osteoporosis. We want to prevent that from happening, right? So it's going to give you calcium, magnesium, zinc, vitamin D. And once again, supporting immune function, very, very important to do that from the inside out. And it's very good to support your healthy digestive process. All right, then we will move to the Alpha CRX. Okay, the Alpha CRX, it's a cellular vitality complex. Very, very important. If you are one of those many people that deal with low energy, there are so many people out in this world today that have low energy, needing to take a nap during the day. We don't need to take a nap during the day. We've got too much stuff to do, right? This one supplement provides powerful polyphenols, which help support healthy cell function. It gives you the Boswellia serrata and the boswellic acid, though that's frankincense, all right? It's standardized extract of ginkgo biloba, which if anybody knows anything about ginkgo biloba is very, very important. Gives you mental clarity, mental function. We all want good mental function, right? So this is a powerful, powerful vitality complex that everybody wants, right? We don't want to be getting tired. We want to have that energy to play with our grandkids, to do the things that we want to do, right? That's what we want. So like I say, I'm going down fighting every step of the way. All right, now these are some very, very good children's chewables. I know my grandkids absolutely love them. I got my daughter's giving my grandkids these every day. I know whenever they come over to my house, they know what they are and they want them because they taste good. These are also good for adults who have a hard time swallowing the pills. So it's A to Z chewable tablets giving you all of the balanced blend of the essential vitamins and minerals. And this is the IQ Mega. This is where you're going to get all of your omega-3s, but this is in a liquid blend. Once again, for those folks who have a hard time swallowing, this is a liquid blend. You could put it in your smoothie, you could put it in your drink, and it's often given to kids. Deep Blue Polyphenol. Now, last week when I was talking about pain, somebody had mentioned that I did not mention the Deep Blue Polyphenol. So I wanted to make sure that I got it in here. All right. So if you love Deep Blue, the blend, if you love the Deep Blue rub, then you will love the ingestible Deep Blue Polyphenol complex. It's a capsule that's filled with polyphenol extracts, and it helps you from the inside out. It's giving you the frankincense and it's giving you powerful polyphenols. So if you're somebody who deals with, joint issues, arthritis, whether it's osteoarthritis, whatever type of fibromyalgia, whatever joint pain that you might deal with, Deep Blue Polyphenol is going to help you. So it's a patent pending fast-acting Boswellia extract, all right? And it also includes the proprietary standardized extracts of ginger, curcumin, resveratrol, and other polyphenols to soothe those aches and blends, aches and discomfort. So it's very, very powerful. And I would definitely suggest this for anybody who has internal pain. Imagine frankincense, turmeric, which is an anti-inflammatory, green tea, ginger, pomegranate, grapeseed, very, very good. Then there's the DDR prime, which This is it's very, very powerful because this works at the cellular level and it helps with our cellular integrity. It's very, very good. If you use the oil, it's very, very good to massage it, but you can also use the supplement as well. And so it gives you frankincense and wild orange and lemongrass, thyme, summer savory. It's very, very good. Clary Calm. So this is a very, I take the DDR Prime. As a matter of fact, I believe I took it this morning. I kind of alternate the DDR Prime with other supplements along with my Lifelong Vitality. So yeah, I pop a lot of supplements every morning and every evening. This Digest tab. This was literally created for those who suffer with IBS, Crohn's disease, gastritis, some of the different GI issues. It's got the fennel, it's got the ginger, it's got the peppermint, it's got the anise. Very, very good for any type of gastrointestinal issues. And this is the GI Assist. Now this is for those who want to do a cleansing. All right, I don't take this every day, and I also don't take the Digest tab. I don't take this either as a daily. I don't usually need it. I usually very seldom do I have GI issues because of the clean eating that I try to take. But this is very, very good to support a healthy digestive tract, to do that regular cleanse. Mito 2 Max. Now this I do take. This is an energy stamina complex. Very, very good. It's a proprietary formula of plant extracts and metabolic cofactors. Okay, so it's very, very good for energy production, optimal mitochondrial function. If anybody knows anything about the mitochondria, in school we call it the mighty mitochondria, right? It gives you energy, right? So very, very important. Mitochondria is a very important organelle within the cellular structure. It's very good and very necessary for the aerobic activity because that's where all of that aerobic function happens. Very, very interesting learning about that, but suffice it to be said that Mito 2 Max will definitely give you that mitochondrial energy that you need. All right, On Guard, I take this regularly. Very, very important to help your body to support its own immune system and to support those processes that are actually going on. The ingredients in here are unbelievable. You've got wild orange, you've got clove, black pepper, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus leaf, oregano leaf, rosemary leaf, melissa leaf. Some wonderful ingredients are in this product. I take this every day. I just ran out of it, so I need to, put some more downstairs, but it is a very important supplement to be taken, especially at the time where flu and virus activity are increased. Very, very good. PB Assist. This is a probiotic inside of a probiotic. So it gives you the pre and it gives you the pro. This is very, very important for our healthy gut function. As we know, once the food passes through our small intestine, it goes into the large intestine where there is a large amount of bacteria, it's healthy and they're our friend, and they are very, very necessary at the final finishing digestive processes that are happening in the large intestine. We do have bacteria also in the small intestine, but they are very, very important. A lot of times, especially those that are on long-term antibiotics, or even if you're just on antibiotics for just a short term, they kill the bad bacteria, but guess what? They also kill the good bacteria. And we need bacteria in our gut. It is so important, all right? So this probiotic is just very, very necessary for good, healthy GI function. And this is the PB Assist Junior. It's, very, very, very good. It tastes like a pixie stick. And literally, You know, I took one yesterday. I don't know why. You know, I've got them in my closet, and I was like, you know what? I want to try, because I have tried it before, but I just kind of had a little sweet craving, and they taste very, very good. They've got like a it's like a cherry watermelon type flavor, but they taste very, very good, and kids love them. And like I say, it's like a pixie stick for the kids, but it gives you a lot of, it's 5 billion live cells of, you know, the different probiotic strains. All right, now these this is something that I wanted to talk, because there's a lot of women that want to lose weight, and I'm one of them. And so it's very, very important when you want to lose weight to remember metabolism is key. Don't stop eating. Because what happens when you stop eating, your body goes into this mode that, oh, okay, we're starving ourselves now. Okay, it's time to slow the metabolism. And that's bad. Okay, you need to eat. You need to eat quality foods, fruits, vegetables, good carbs, low and good carbs, brown rice, unrefined. Don't lay off the sugar as much as possible, right? Whole wheat breads, whole grain foods. So it's not what you're eating. It's not the amount of what you're eating. It's what that you're eating, right? I'm constantly eating all day long, and I'm losing weight. Every time I go on the scale, I've dropped a couple more pounds. I'm eating all the time. So we got to keep that metabolism going. And there are things that we can do to boost that metabolism, and this is one of them. All right, it's a metabolic blend, and it's called Slim and Sassy. And there are women that are on the Zoom that actually are using Slim and Sassy, and they might want to say some things at the end of this class. But I just want to explain that this promotes healthy metabolism. It helps to manage the hunger cravings. Now, hunger cravings are bad because what you usually do when you're hungry is you'll grab something quick, and that's usually something that you shouldn't be eating, a piece of chocolate, chips, cookies, whatever, right? So we want to consume these types of things to help us not to overeat, okay? It's a diuretic, it's a stimulant, and it's calorie-free. And it's got some wonderful ingredients: grapefruit peel, lemon peel, peppermint plant, ginger root, cinnamon bark. Wonderful, wonderful stuff inside of it. These are also some trim shakes and V shakes, which is a veggie shake that you can also try. And these are actual meal replacements. Okay, so very, very good for those that are, you know, interested in losing weight. Just know that there are some ingredients out there, or some products out there that could definitely help you. And then this is a fruit and vegetable supplement. And this tastes a lot better when you put it in some type of like a smoothie or something like that. But look at the ingredients in this thing: kale powder, dandelion greens, spinach powder, parsley powder, collard green leaf powder, broccoli powder, cabbage powder, wheatgrass, alfalfa juice, oat grass, barley grass, pineapple juice powder, guava, mango, goji berry, mangosteen, acerola. Look at the ingredients in this supplement. Plus it has your lemon peel and your ginger root. This is an amazing product. Amazing product. All right, and then we've got the Zendocrine. This is a detox blend. So if anybody's into the detox, very, very good, very healthy for your liver, and very important to do on a regular basis. It's got the tangerine, rosemary, geranium, juniper berry, and cilantro. So this is something very, very helpful, and it can be taken internally as well. You could put a few drops in your smoothie, put a few drops in in your water or in your juice. Very, very good. Now, want to talk about some essential oil remedies for life's problems. So we talked about a lot about the supplementation, but I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the specific oils that can be used. First of all, how quickly do they work? They work quick, all right? When you inhale an essential oil, within 22 seconds, the molecules are inside of your brain, within 22 seconds. When you apply them topically, before the end of 2 minutes, they are in your bloodstream. At the close of 20 minutes, every single cell in your body will be supported by those essential oils. Within 20 minutes, every cell in your body will feel the benefits and the results of the essential oils that you introduce into your body. Now, to me, that is beautiful, because that's exactly what I want, right? I don't see, what are the problem with, with over-the-counter type, type remedies or pharmaceutical type things is a lot of times the benefits are very limited. They're very localized, right? We want a systemic benefit. That's what the essential oils do for us. So how about essential oils and diabetes? Anybody's got your phone handy, and if you want to take some, some snapshots of some of these things, I'm going to go through them rather quick, but these are the best essential oils for diabetes. We've got coriander. And look at the studies that actually were done. Frankincense, ylang ylang, cinnamon, lavender, oregano. Now, these essential oils can be taken internally to give you those internal benefits. They can also be taken externally to give you benefits as well. They also can be diffused, because when you diffuse, those oil molecules are actually getting into your bloodstream. Now, if you understand anything about the oxygen exchange that happens in our lungs every time you take a breath, that's why, it's very, very important to not be breathing toxic materials, right? Remember we talked about the toxin takeover? That was a class that we had a few months back. The toxin takeover, right? You spray Lysol in the air, guess what? There's toxic chemicals in that Lysol. You use Pine Sol to clean your bathroom. There's toxic chemicals in that Pine Sol. Why are you trying to keep it away from your kids? Because you don't want them to accidentally ingest. You don't want that accidental exposure. Not so with essential oils. There's no toxicity with essential oils. Essential oils for neuropathy. Now, if anybody has neuropathy, I don't have it, my mom has it, and it can cause a lot of problems. Oftentimes it's due to diabetes. And so there are neuropathy blends that can actually help. So here's one of them: Aroma Touch, Wild Orange, and Helichrysum. You put them in a 10 ml roller bottle. You fill the rest up with FCO, which is fractionated coconut oil, top it off, shake it up, and roll it on the bottom of your feet. I would do that several times in a day. Now look at that, this picture was kind of interesting. The tingling nerves in the feet. This is another. The reason that I wanted to show that there are more than one recipes is because there are more than one oils that can actually do the same thing, right? Oils, sometimes you buy one bottle of oil and it can address this problem, it can address that problem, it can address this problem. All the while, it smells beautiful too, right? So it can address all these myriads of problems, but it also smells wonderful. So there are more than one oils that you can actually use for any particular condition that you might have. So this particular one calls for 10 drops of all of these: balance, lavender, cypress, peppermint, and wintergreen. Use a 10 ml roller bottle again, You fill the remainder with FCO, and here's other oils that you can try: basil, grapefruit, coriander, marjoram, clove, aroma touch, and lemon. High blood pressure. Anybody here deal with high blood pressure? I could guarantee you there's at least one of you out there. All right, I'm going to show a couple different recipes for high blood pressure. And like I say, take some snapshots if you want, but all of these videos, every class that I teach, I upload it onto YouTube. Just type in my name and you'll be able to go over all of the content. So here's just one blend that you could use for high blood pressure. 1 drop of lavender, 1 drop of ylang ylang, and 1 drop of bergamot. Rub it together. You can put a couple drops of FCO in there too. Apply it over your heart and your pulse points. Okay. Here's another balanced blood pressure blend. 6 drops of ylang ylang, 6 drops of helichrysum, 4 drops of petitgrain, 4 drops of frankincense, 4 drops of marjoram, and 4 drops of cassia. Mix it all in a 10 ml roller bottle. Fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. Roll it over your heart and reflexes on hand and feet that correlate to the heart. And I can help you with that if you are interested. Here's one more. Take a picture if you want. Be still, my heart. And this supports the heart and encourages healthy blood pressure. Look at this. Frankincense, melaleuca, lemongrass, basil, sandalwood, wild orange, clove, helichrysum, DDR prime, which we talked about just a few minutes ago, and marjoram. What a wonderful smelling blend that must be. All right, best doTERRA products for migraines and headaches. First of all, it's very, very important to know what type of headache you have. Do you have a tension, pressure, cluster, or do you just deal with maybe it might be aches and maybe in your neck that causes your head to hurt? Or is your headaches as a result of your hormones in your body? So there's a product for all of your problems. So what is your problem? Here's a migraine helper. Now, me personally, my migraines, I don't want to diffuse anything. The only thing that I might use for my migraines is some deep blue rub, and I would rub it on the back of my neck to just relieve some of the tension and loosen up those muscles. But this is something that could help many people. Put these in your diffuser. 4 drops of lavender, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of lemongrass. Remember what I said about the essential oils and how quickly they get into your system and into your brain when you breathe them in, such as from a diffuser. Beautiful part about these oils is they literally can bypass the blood-brain barrier. If you're interested in learning more, I could tell you more. We talked about that in some of my other classes that's on YouTube. Here's another headache helper roll-on. 10 drops of peppermint, 6 drops of lavender, and 5 drops of frankincense. You put it in a 10 ml bottle, fill the rest up with FCO, and there you go. Here's another: tension headaches, migraines, chronic headaches, past tense. All right, for those who have sinus issues, here's a sinus balm. You have a veggie capsule. doTERRA sells them like next to nothing practically for a bunch of just empty veggie capsules. You open them up, you put the drops that you want in there, and you close it up and down the hatch. That way you don't have to taste them if you don't like the taste. Like in particular, I don't care for the taste of oregano. You know, it's very, very powerful. Some people like it. I know somebody who does, and I laugh at her every time I see her, or I used to see her taking the oregano in her water. She used to come over and ask for some oregano, and she would just put it in her water and drink it and then complain that her lips were burning. And, you know, I'm like, well, you know, but she liked it. So anyway, here's this is a steamer. So you got 2 drops of each: oregano, peppermint, lemon, melaleuca. Put it in a mug with hot water, and let that steam come in. Make sure you close your eyes because it'll burn your eyes. But very, very good for breaking up all the sinus pressure, and it lets things flow, which is exactly what you want. When you have sinus issues, it's all clogged in there. You want it to come out. Make sure you drink a lot too. Digest Zen, very, very good for morning sickness, motion sickness, IBS, nausea, constipation, diarrhea, bloating, cramps, heartburn, parasites, food poisoning, and Crohn's disease. Basically, anything from your mouth to the end, Digest Zen will help. Slim and Sassy helps to control your appetite. Lemon, that's in there. Peppermint, that's in there. Ginger, cinnamon, all of these wonderful things. Cinnamon is wonderful for controlling diabetes as well. So what's your problem? Is it fatigue? Is it headaches? What is your problem? Now you have some natural solutions. I know I went fairly quick, but there's a lot of things that, you want to say in just a short amount of time. But this is the products, or these are the products, I should say, that I want everybody that's on this Zoom to have at your fingertips. These are 10 foundation oils: deep blue, lavender, oregano, breathe, Digest Zen, lemon, melaleuca, and peppermint. The reason that these are foundational is because each of these could potentially help your problems, whatever the problem might be, whether you have a migraine, whether you have a stomach issue. There's so many issues, whether it's an immune system thing or a cut on your finger. These oils can address almost every preliminary problem that you might have. And so this is the 10 foundational oils. And this is the kit that you will get your 10 foundation oils in. It's going to give you 10 foundation oils that we just talked about. Plus, it's going to give you a diffuser, and you're going to get all of my guidance and all of my support. This kit is free enrollment, and it costs $160. Then you can also get the Healthy Habits Kit if you're more into the supplements, right? This is going to give you a good start on internalizing your good health. Not that the kit previously, not that this cannot, but this addresses in a different way. Okay, it's going to give you the lifelong vitality. It's going to give you the TerraZyme, which we did not talk about, is basically it's digestive enzymes that are very, very important. I take TerraZyme all the time. It's going to give you the PB Assist, which is your probiotics, the Deep Blue Rub, which is very, very good for any type of pain, the lemon, lavender, balance, and frankincense oils. And then there's also the Healthy Essentials Kit. This is 3 times the size of these oils here. These oils are 5 ml. These oils are 15 ml. Okay, so you're getting a much better deal on this kit, and you're going to get a larger diffuser as well. But the whole reason for giving you these different options is whatever is the most beneficial for you, to get these oils into your life, to get them working for you. So either you can purchase retail or you can purchase wholesale. And purchasing wholesale, all that means is just getting an enrollment. And all of these kits, when you purchase these kits, the enrollment is free. Okay, so you're going to get all of your oils at wholesale prices. And I'm also offering a free oil for anybody who enrolls as a result of this class, Wild Orange. And here are the common health uses for acid reflux, cold and flu, depression, GI issues, heartburn, muscle pain, and stomach ache. It is a wonderful tasting and wonderful smelling oil. All right. You can put it in a diffuser. You can put it in your water to give your water a wonderful, wonderful taste. And it's also very, very good for your GI tract as well. You can actually apply it on. Sometimes I would put it on just because I want to smell it on me because it smells wonderful. So anyway, that is an offer that I am making for anybody who, goes ahead and makes that jump to getting an enrollment kit for themselves. And that is the end of my presentation. I am going to